welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the Utah Jazz facing the West All-Stars. The starters for the Utah Jazz. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Colin Sexton is out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the center.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Curry kicks to LeBron. Drills it from outside.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Collier. Here's Kessler. And James pulls it down. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. Curry's shot is good.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier, guarded by Curry. Here's Collier. Jokic grabs the miss. Here's LeBron. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Bully ball for LeBron.
The first one drops.
Taking two shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's been a slow start here for Utah. It's a 5-point game. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant kicks to Jokic for the three. Sexton grabs the board. Markkanen against James. They grab their own miss. West All-Stars off to a quick start here. And Jokic with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Has to come. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Wide open. The putback, Kessler. Great positioning on the putback.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Collins. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Nice shot from the wing.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Collier, guarded by Curry. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
All-Stars ball.
Left side, KD. Puts up a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Kessler passes to Sexton. They get the rebound. And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Some changes. And Benyama, he's checked in for Jokic. Jackson comes in for James. And it's Edwards in for Kevin Durant. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Keontae George in for Collier.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Oh, here's Edwards. It's Curry outside. Here's Wembanyama. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And George gets it to go.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from close range.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Sexton. Here's Collins. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. The West leading by 7. Here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
George against Curry. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation there to stop it. And there's Wembanyama on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Edwards, good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
George finds Sexton. The West grabs the miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Got that one up quick. Edwards got 7.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get. And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Yep, it counts.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Outside Curry. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's the West All-Stars finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Curry with the steal. And he lays it straight in. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Kessler. Back to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Kessler trying to get open. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Launches from deep. Utah with the rebound. Here's Collier. Still yet to score. Rebound by Williams. To the paint, here's Curry. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The kick out to Williams. Over Hendricks. Here's Davis. And finally they hit one.
Nice putback on that foul. From Davis was just determined to get that rebound.
A challenging stretch here for Utah. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Here's Collier, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now the West with the ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Here's Williams. Releases from the wing and drills it.
A really excellent passer for his position. Davis more than capable of dropping down.
And the Jazz call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
All right, fans, let's get up and get loud for your West All-Stars dance team.
Making some changes. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Utah also making a switch. Sensabaugh is checked in. Here's Kessler. Looking to end the run. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Sensabaugh. That one misses. Williams with the defensive effort. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. Here's Curry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Curry's got 11.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
First team foul.
Clever move by Curry. Taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. So he gets them both. And here's George. Down low, Collins. And the rejection by LeBron.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
To the left side wing. Tries again. Sends the ball, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the West All-Stars. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Harden gets the bucket.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's the West with the ball on the wing, Harden. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's James. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Şengün. Jackson comes in for LeBron. Durant's checked in for Williams. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Stephen Curry. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Jazz. Here's George. West All-Stars with the rebound. Left side Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. KD's got 5 now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's George. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Markkanen can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And that one draws. And that's 11 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Cans it from downtown.
Sexton.
He's got 9.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the West All-Stars.
And that one, good.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And the rejection by Jackson. KD, that's for 2. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The shot by Markkanen, and it is good! And the buzzer! Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at the Jazz. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier in at the 1 spot. And he gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Jokic with the bucket.
Really hard to move Jokic off the blocks. He's tough down there.
Utah with the ball. Here's Collier. To the inside. Here's Kessler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the West. Here's Edwards. Jokic kicks to Edwards. Second chance shot outside KD. Off target with his three. And the Jazz with possession here. Down low, here's Collier. The shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Stolen by Kessler. There's the triple. And it's Collier missing. Collier's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Here's Edwards. Here's Wembanyama. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's Sexton. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Edwards gone a terrific 6 of 8 shooting from the floor. And there's the pass to Collins. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Collier. Lets it go. Shot by Collins, no good. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
The shot's good.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Kessler throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Substitution on the court.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on changes for the West. James comes in for Wembanyama. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for James Harden. Here's Collier after the made shot from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one. Collier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle, here's Jokic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Collier. Edwards defending. Passes it to Potter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jokic passes to LeBron. And the layup is good. James has got 7 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Collier. And the rejection by James. And they're able to recover. Good on the shot.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Back to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
Here's Collier. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. James, the pass to Edwards. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. And now Utah, fast break. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. The West making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Jokic. Jalen Williams comes in for Kevin Durant. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Edwards. And a switcher also for Utah. Keontae George, he's checked in for Collier. Hendricks, good.
3. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Clarkson. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter. to the paint. Lots of room. And Clarkson with the nice bucket inside.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Şengün. Right wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. Deep two from Clarkson. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Left side, Clarkson. Off target with that shot. And so it's the West All-Stars with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On offense, here are the Jazz. James is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Williams at the three. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
George looking around. From 11 feet away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. As Sexton, he's checked in for Utah.
On the floor for Utah, Colin Sexton.
The Jazz on offense. Williams with a clean look. West All-Stars with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him. And that's 13 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's getting it done tonight. Efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far. The Jazz again can't hit it. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. Williams kicks to Curry. Shoots the three. That one, no good. Curry's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Sexton for 3. Here's Filipowski, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Here's Sexton. Good defense by Wembanyama. Sexton's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. Blows the dunk.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Colin Sexton's 3-pointer that didn't go, buries it from 3-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And it falls to the rim and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Filipowski.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Williams finds Wembanyama. Some nice passing here by the West. LeBron with the bucket.
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Sexton for three, and the rejection by James. On the wing, Williams. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his fourth assist in this one. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Now, here's LeBron after Colin Sexton's miss. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
And we talk often about Wembanyama's insane lift. There, we see it on the offensive glass.
To halt the run, the shot by Filipowski, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
At the top of the key, Curry. Launches it. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
James continues to impress with his pass, and I think that's his greatest attribute. Outstanding assist there.
Sexton the pass to Hendricks. No good from outside. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Filipowski, no good. And finished off by LeBron.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Filipowski. Tries from 10, and James pulls it down. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes the three, and the West hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And And there's the call on Curry.
Team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
On the court.
Here's Sexton. And once again, off the mark by Utah. On its way from Curry for two. No good from the wing. Clarkson with the ball. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long. It'll be Utah off the tip. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Sexton is out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's Collier, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Utah shooting their first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's LeBron outside, bangs home the trifecta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Collier. Three-pointer, Markkanen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touch by James. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good on the quick three. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the West. Here's Curry. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Here's Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
To the middle, Curry. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's LeBron. And it's good off the back rim and in. LeBron's got 5 now.
Nothing the defense can do. James is skilled at sinking that jumper right in the face.
Here's Markkanen. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. And the West hit again from deep.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Shot to stop the run. The shot by Sexton, no good. The West leading by 6. James in the post. He's guarded by Collins. And it's Jokic missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's James following the basket by Colin Sexton. LeBron kicks to Curry. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound, and the shot is good.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic, or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
That's tipped. Fast break, here comes the West. Here's James. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jokic. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kevin Durant. Edwards, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's James Harden in for Stephen Curry. Now, here is George. Pass to Filipowski. And George with the stuff.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Wembanyama. The West again cannot hit. Jazz trail by 6. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Hendricks. Now Clarkson. And the pass to Potter. Clarkson outside. 6 on the shot clock. George with no one around. West All-Stars with the rebound. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's good, 2 points.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still scoreless. Connects from 3-point range.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Back to Wembanyama. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
George passes to Potter. That one doesn't go. Good defense by Wembanyama. Clarkson against Edwards. Yep, that one goes.
That was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Now, here is George. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Edwards inside. And he gets the whistle for the 30-second call.
Jazz ball. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Clarkson. And so it's the West All-Stars. Their lead of 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Here's Curry. And count it from 19 feet away. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. So it's Utah now. George passes to Kessler. Back to George. There's the lob to the hoop. And Kessler throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys at the bench. They are pumped up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Taking 2 shots.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for Keontae George. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift them to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D.A., the versatility. That is pretty special. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Here's Collins. Kessler passes to Collins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Kessler passes to Collins. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Williams. Over Collins. Goes back up. Collins grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Collier. And Curry pulls it down.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Collins passes to Sexton. With the drive. And it's sent back by Jokic. Outside, Sexton. Lock at 6. Kicks it out to Collins. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And it's 9 points for John Collins. On its way from Curry for 2. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Poked away. Here's Collier, guarded by Curry. Collins wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. The West leading by 15. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Benyama, he's checked in for the West. Kevin Durant comes in for Jalen Williams. Switcher also for Utah. Otter's checked in. Utah calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Edwards, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Jazz also changing it up. Filipowski, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Collier. Another miss by Utah. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the West. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Benyama with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Potter. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. The West leading by 15. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Potter. Jacks up a 3. And it's Curry with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And finished off by Beatty.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Markkanen can't get it to go. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They're on a 12-4 run. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Clarkson's gone 1 of 4 so far. And Wembanyama outside. Back to Edwards from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Sexton over Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Jokic.
And he's just good at forcing the issue. Love seeing Sexton stay aggressive and just get under the D's skin.
James Harden, he's checked in for the West. And the second free throw, good. The West leading by 18. It's Durant on the wing. Over Hendricks. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
Name
foul.
a type of shot. Deontay George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
At the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. To the paint. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Sensabaugh. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a...
And so it's the...
42. The Utah team. 26.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Utah squad.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Taking a look at the Jazz. The pairing up front. It'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier in at point. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Edwards finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Collier, that's good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Şengün's checked in for Jokic. Williams comes in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Edwards. And Utah with a change here, too. Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. Kicks it to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 6.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
And he just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. It's Collins, high post. Working on James. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. The shake. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Williams. Collins, good.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
No good from LeBron. Jazz trail by 15. Clarkson for 3. No good that time. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the West All-Stars. They led the game at one point by 20. And here's Clarkson. He has 6. And it's blocked by Şengün. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. It's a nice assist for Williams. 8 points for him.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
So for the West, Jaren Jackson comes in for LeBron. And it's James Harden in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Jackson. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by the West.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And the basket by Harden.
And a large portion of Harden's shots come from the perimeter. And for good reason. He is an absolute sharpshooter.
Here's Filipowski. Şengün covering. The shot by Filipowski, no good. The West leading by 20. Here's Williams. Pass to Şengün. Fires from the corner. Outside for Curry. There's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds in this game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George with the ball. Williams picks him up. Sensabaugh nailed from three-point land.
3.
Sensabaugh's got 6 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
A second chance effort. Count it.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler. Absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
George passes to Filipowski. Clarkson against Harden. They get a hand on it to the wing on the left. Hendricks can't get it to go. The West leading by 19. Outside, George. The pass to Hendricks. Offline with his 3. Here's Curry. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 13 points in the game. And So it's the West All-Stars sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Davis. Harden out there with Edwards, and it's Durant, and it's Wembanyama in its center. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Three-pointer, Markkanen.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And Harden seeks out contact. Sometimes it seems like he prefers to try to score through it.
Markkanen finds George. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight, and the basket by Harden.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Markkanen passes to George. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. It's good.
Lowry Markkanen.
Now Harden. Here's Davis. And that one hits back iron. Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
The ball goes to you.
Great energy on the deflection. And a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the West. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
On the wing, Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. To the inside. Here's KD. That one goes. Count it.
Taking the hit there, Durant. So hard to stop.
And the Jazz with possession here. On the wing, George. From outside, off the mark. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. And he comes up with the deuce.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Outside Collins. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
To the middle, here's Edwards. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's 13 points for Anthony Edwards.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Sexton attacking.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
George against Gilgeous Alexander. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
George against Gilgeous Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous Alexander.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
With some arc. Great D that time from Edwards. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Davis kicks to KD. 11 feet away. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Knocks it loose. Durant with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Bounce pass from Durant. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the West All-Stars. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Here's Edwards over Sexton. Count it, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Left side, George. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Got that bucket in no time at all.
A good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's George. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Puts it up from 12, and Davis pulls it down.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on